Hey guys! Today we're going to learn about the artist Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe is a very famous female artist who painted things in nature. Her main subjects were flowers, animal bones, and landscapes. Here's a fun video I found on Brain Pop Jr. that describes Georgia O'Keeffe's life.
What are you painting, Moby? Cool. This reminds me of a painting by Georgia O'Keeffe. Who was Georgia O'Keeffe? Georgia O'Keeffe was born near Sun Prairie, Wisconsin in 1887. As she was growing up, Georgia took art classes. Later, she went to art school and studied painting. In school, she learned to paint things as they look in real life. But she got frustrated. She thought she couldn't communicate her feelings through that style of painting. She wanted to paint how she felt, not what she saw. Then she met a teacher who encouraged artists to express their ideas. O'Keeffe began to experiment with lines and colors to communicate her feelings. She also explored shading. Shading is when you add shadows or darken areas of a picture to make parts look closer or farther away. You can draw a simple shape and then use shading to change how it looks. Now this circle looks like a ball. What did Georgia O'Keeffe paint? O'Keeffe was inspired by things from nature, especially flowers. She painted large close-ups of flowers. She wanted to show them in a different way and show what they looked like on the inside. You can hardly tell that some of the paintings are flowers. She focused on specific parts to make them seem new and different. O'Keeffe looked at things from different spots and explored different points of view. This painting shows a tree from the bottom looking up. This painting shows the sky looking down from above the clouds. She wanted to help us see something common in a different way. O'Keeffe got ideas from her paintings from the land around her. Buildings in New York City inspired many of her works. When she spent time in New Mexico, she created landscape paintings. She used different colors to show how she felt about the land. This painting is called From the Lake. It doesn't look like a real lake, but you get the feeling of a lake. The curved lines are like waves, and there are different shades of blue. Sometimes shapes around her inspired her paintings. This painting is called Patio Door with Green Leaf. It doesn't look like a real door, but the shape reminds you of one. I love looking at O'Keeffe's paintings because they communicate a combination of different moods. In this painting, she combines an animal skull with flowers. What moods do you think this work communicates? In this painting, the skull can remind us of death, but the bright blue makes the painting happy and not scary or sad. When you create an artwork, think about what feelings or ideas you want to share. Think about what to put in your work and explore colors and shapes. I can't wait to see your finished painting. Achoo! Sorry about that, Moby.
Alright, so this week is going to be a pretty simple task to complete. We're going to be setting up our reference images of flowers, for our Georgia O'Keeffe drawings that we're going to do next week. Georgia O'Keeffe's flowers are super zoomed in. So together with the attached Google drawing, we're going to search for a flower that we're going to use as our reference, and then we're going to crop it so that it looks super zoomed in. That's the only thing that you have to do this week, and then next week we're going to start to draw it. So let's watch this tutorial on Google Drawing so that you guys can do this for yourself. Before we start anything, click on the Google Drawing attachment to this assignment. Open that up and get ready to begin. First thing you're going to do is you're going to click on that little square that has two triangles that look like mountains. And then you're going to go to search the web. From here, you're going to just Google image search, basically, a flower. So you can choose a rose, or you can choose any other flowers that you like, a daisy. And up is going to come all of the different images of the flowers that you've chosen. If you're unsure of the name of the flower that you'd like to choose, just put flower. And then up on the side here, you'll see all the different types of flowers that come up. So really, all you have to do is choose one of them. I'm going to put in sunflowers because those are my favorite. So I'm going to search for sunflower, and I'm going to find one that's on its own that doesn't have too much going on in the background. You're going to select it, and then you're going to hit insert. And up pops your image. Now, not all of them are going to come up this big. Some of them might be this small. So what you need to do is you need to go to the corner, the right bottom corner, and then when the arrow comes up, you're going to click and then drag it all the way to as big as the Google drawing is. All right, the way we crop is that you first need to select the image. You have to click on the image, and you're going to look for that little kind of crisscross icon. Once you've hit that button, the outline of your image is now going to turn gray. So what you're going to do is you're going to drag each side to wherever you want to crop it. So I like to get up really close because I want it to be off the page when I draw this. So I'm going to cut it so that it's just one simple part of my image. When I'm done with where I'm going to put my pieces, I'm going to press that crisscrossy icon again, and it's going to crop or cut your image. All right, last thing you're going to do is you're going to click and drag that whole image, and then you're going to expand it the same way that we did in the beginning by clicking on the corner, and you're going to drag it until it fits your Google drawing. And guess what, guys? This is all you got to do this week. This is setting us up to have an image to draw from for next week. So you don't need to upload anything. This kind of just saves all of them automatically. But what I would like you to do is please write one thing that you learned about Georgia O'Keeffe in the private comments. Just one fact that you learned about in that Brain Pop video. Speaking of Brain Pop, you can go ahead and explore Brain Pop Jr. a little bit if you have an account. There was a bunch of fun games and some other videos and stuff that you can poke around with to learn a little bit more about Georgia O'Keeffe. I'll have that link for you just so that you can click from it easily through this assignment, but you do need to log in if you wanted to do this part. You don't have to, only if you'd like to. That's all for now. Hope you have a great week.